There has been a shocking security breach near Windsor Castle, near my house. An imposter was allowed into the army barracks of soldiers who protect the Queen, and as revealed on TalkTV's The News Desk last night, a man posing as a priest conned his way into the Coldstream Guards barracks and stayed overnight, had dinner as well. Now, the Ministry of Defence is conducting an urgent investigation. Here we go. Last month, Prince Harry was slammed for saying he wants to ensure the Queen is protected and has the right people around her. He added, "I want to return for the Jubilee, but security issues haven't been resolved." Watch this. Was Harry right, Nicola?
Well, clearly they've got some security issues. If a guy who calls himself Father Cruz rocks up to an army barracks and says, "Can I have a drink?" and they go, "Absolutely, stay the night." And he did. He stayed the night. They only called the police.
Nothing to do with Harry, though. This is it, really.
No, look, when Harry said he wanted to make sure the Queen was protected and had the right people around her, I don't think he was specifically talking about security. I think he was talking more about familial ties. And also, she's been very poorly, hasn't she? So he wants to make sure that she's protected. As for his own security, look, he offered to pay for police protection. I don't see any problem with the Home Office accepting that offer and letting him pay for his own security when he's in the UK. I have a feeling someone's going to disagree with me there.
No, I think we need to make the point. The Coldstream Guards Victoria Barracks, and I live right near it, is at least half a mile from Windsor Castle. There are at least 84 doors and a lot of soldiers. So, yes, it was a security breach. Not like Fagin, Michael Fagin, years ago, of course, who broke into the Queen's bedroom at Buckingham Palace and had a chat with her. These things are going to happen. It doesn't look great, but nowhere near the Queen in a million years. And the Harry thing, we go back there. You know, I think she should have the right people around her, OK? That was nothing to do with security. That was him digging at his father and his brother and probably his uncle, the Duke of York. That's what I personally think.
Me too.
But I will also say to everybody that if you deeply care, and I won't mention his deal for once, get your backside back from America and spend more time with your ailing grandmother, who has been a paragon of everything that's brilliant about the monarchy for 70 years and doesn't deserve the way you think. And read the security. He wanted to bring American security people with guns, right? He lost his British protection, didn't he, James? This is right, because he went to America, didn't want to be royal family based.
Well, he didn't want to be royal family, but he seems to want to take all the benefits of being the royal family. And I am going to mention those deals, those tens of millions of pounds, off the back of the fact that he comes from the British monarchy and the damage that he does. The only things that we want to hear from him are when he's going to give us details behind the closed doors of the royal family. As we've seen by Netflix, nobody wants to hear about the fantasy stuff, the woke nonsense and all of that stuff. And also, nobody wants to hear about this either, because trying to connect what has gone on here, which of course is a security breach, it's nothing to do with putting the right people around. This is about him, and I think it's even more about him having not just a dig at his father and his brother, it's also about the people surrounding them, the courtiers. This is about the fact that he doesn't like the people who helped to take the decisions and run the monarchy because they didn't do what he wanted.
Very interesting. JJ?
I think you're both right, James and Nicola, in aspects. But
I'm not.
but you're definitely not, Jeremy.
But old people have it tough.
The Queen reportedly gave some money towards Andrew's case when he wanted to settle out of court for
It's alleged.
Virginia.
Yeah,
Alleged. It was all reportedly. So maybe she could have found some cash to sort out the security for Harry. No?
Yeah, totally
But
with
he
you.
doesn't... help me, Aisha.
Well,
he doesn't want anything to do with
I'm
it.
going to make the older gentleman in the room a bit cross with what I'm about to say
Oh, go
next.
for it.
I'm
Yeah, right.
sorry.
Older? Why am I being called older?
I think they're tiptoeing.
I've been really respectful all evening. What?
It's not going to last.
I do think that Harry has every right to call out the people around the Queen, and particularly the advisors, because I think they are so cack-handed. They are dragging the reputation of the monarchy through the mud. Look at all these ill-advised trips that they are sending royals to do in the Caribbean. This is turning the royal family into like a laughingstock.
Oh, you've made
I
it.
feel that the Queen must be mortified with what's happening. I think they have not got their head around the fact that we are living in 2022. It's not the 1960s. I mean, I watched that trip with Kate and William, and it looked like a rehearsal from The Crown. It was so out of date, and so old-fashioned. Probably better acting.
I think the one thing that you glean from the whole thing is we did it the other day, just what an amazing woman she's been.
Yeah.
And I don't think things will ever be the same again. I think you're right. I think the courtiers have probably need dragging and screaming into the 20-whatever century it is. I don't personally think that Harry and Meghan's motives, you think they're better. I think you put in the hard yards and the graft, which his grandmother has. But back to that maybe later.